Hi, welcome. Welcome to Empowered You. Just a little housekeeping, first of all. The purpose of this course is to create a more empowered version of you. It is designed to be followed individually with consciousness and commitment, honesty, and a pinch of humor. These are our coordinates for the entire duration of the course. The stronger and clearer your intention and commitment to your journey and to empower yourself and a commitment to your growth, the better it will be for you. We often think that we need to be rescued, but the truth is we need to rescue ourselves, and we can. No matter the situation you've been, no matter the situation you are in, you can rescue yourself, and I'll teach you how. First of all, for best results, do as much as is possible for you in this list. Ideally, do everything on this list and more. Why? Because we learn by doing, not by reading books necessarily. We also learn by reading books, but the true learning is when we embody the learning, when we actually do the actions. Empowerment, just like anything else, is a muscle. And the more you use it, guess what? The stronger it gets. And then the easier it is to move it. So use your muscle, use it daily, use it every day, no matter what. It doesn't matter the situation. Even if you're in hospital, you can still grab a pen and do the exercise. You can still put the meditation. You can still do it. Doesn't matter if you have 1 child, 5 children, 20 people in your charge, you can still find 10, 15 minutes for you in the morning and in the evening because you need them. And you deserve them, and you're committed to take them no matter what. So make that commitment now. I commit, maybe say your name. I commit, Gabriela, I commit, in my case, I, Gabriela, commit to take these actions on a daily basis, morning and evening, and throughout the day, no matter what, no matter the circumstances. And you know what? The world will throw curveballs and funny, interesting circumstances at you just to test your commitment. So don't let it sway you. You're powerful. You're here to get more powerful no matter what. You're an empowered person and an empowered being, and you're here to become so much more of that. So allow it to happen. Allow it to not sway you, no matter the circumstances, no matter the weather. This is what you do. Step 1. Daily habits. It's really important that you introduce these daily habits from now. The moment you watch this video, the moment you read the description, you start doing it. Habit number 1, first thing in the morning, you're going to set the intentions for the day. Why? Because the stronger your intentions, the stronger will be your life experience. Make sure they are empowered intentions. Make sure they are intentions that you put more power into certain areas of your life or of your day that you feel they're not so empowered, and that you live life through the lenses of empowerment. After you set your intentions, which should be done on paper, get a notebook or one that you already use and that you like, and write them there. Make sure it's something that is not going to have a lot of clutter, that it's not going to have like a recipe after and a list of shopping list after, because then it's going to be hard for you to find it. Try to make a notebook that is completely designed for this purpose. And it's really important because every time you touch that notebook, you're going to put this empowerment energy into it. And it's going to make you feel more empowered the more you use it. You know, again, it's a daily habit. The more you do something, the more empowered you will feel doing it, you know? And the same happens with objects. Like every time I sit on my desk chair, I have like this power energy comes to me. My head gets clearer. It doesn't matter if I was ill or in pain or going through emotional turbulence 5 minutes before or even 30 seconds before. The moment I sit on my office chair, I'm in work mode. And I have set that intention for my office chair. And every time I sit on it, I make that intention stronger. So my office chair holds a lot of power for me because it allows me to work no matter what's happening in my life at the moment. So set up that intention for your journal. You're going to get a journal, doesn't matter the size, just make it practical. You know, if it's massive, you won't be able to carry it around. So make sure it's small enough to carry it in your purse, wherever you go. And you're gonna set your intentions for the day in the morning, first thing in the morning. Second thing in the morning, this is before the shower or right after the shower, but before you start your day, ideally before breakfast. You set your intentions and then you do your morning power meditation. You will get a recording, you just press play, ideally with headphones, not disturbed by anyone. So if you live in a very noisy household, I suggest you get up 10 minutes before everyone else, so you could do this in peace. And this is the moment for you to be connected to you. Don't do it while making breakfast for someone else or while driving people to school, none of that. This is the moment for you. It's not long. I made them as short as I could possibly make them just to facilitate your life. So give this time to you and listen to it carefully, fully, with all of your attention, ideally with your spine straight. Don't do it in bed, or some people might fall asleep if you do it in bed. That's the only issue. So try to do it somewhere where you won't fall asleep, with your spine nice and straight, headphones to really immerse in the experience, and you listen to the morning meditation. And that's it for the morning. After that, throughout your day, you're going to note down all of the empowered actions that you've taken, the empowered words that you've said, empowered attitudes that you've had, the empowered feelings, everything that made you feel empowered. Take a note of this, write it down. This should be done throughout the day, because if you do it at the end of the day, you're going to forget half of it or 3/4 or a big chunk of it. We forget easily. Try to make note of it. It could be tiny, tiny, tiny steps, tiny things that you said it a little bit in a more empowered way, or you did this a little bit in a more empowered way, and you saw the environment change with that. It doesn't matter how big or small. It's not about the size. It's about quantity in a way. So just make sure you put all of it. The more you put, the better. And write them down as soon as they happen. You know, you can run to the toilet, write it down. If you're at work and you don't want other people to see what you're doing, you can do that. Again, in your amazing empowered journal. So you're gonna get an empowered journal for this. Once you've done that, before the evening ends, make sure you complete it, make sure it's all written down there. You're just putting the positive, you're not putting the things you want to change, because that's gonna make you weaker. This is going to be an empowered, how can we say it? Like an empowered dump. You're gonna dump everything that was empowering about the day, you're gonna dump it here. So it's gonna start building your light and building your own empowerment. So make sure you put all of it there, it's very important. So before the evening ends, you finish it off, you write down everything in it, and then you do your evening power meditation. Why in the evening and not the night? Because often people fall asleep before the day ends, especially women, especially if you have small children, but a lot of people do, and they fall asleep and they forget to, or they don't forget, but they don't have time to do the things that they intend to do. So try to do it in the evening and not too late at night. It's what I'm saying. And again, as with the first meditation, this time is just for you. So if you have small children, this is the perfect time to teach them to respect your boundaries and to respect your needs. This is the time just for you. And they have to like deal with themselves for the next few minutes, and you complete your journal for the day and you do your meditation. Again, ideally with headphones on, ideally as focused as possible. Maybe this is a time to put some cartoon that the kids love, or whatever it is that you need to do in order to be able to focus on you and focus in this time specifically for your needs. That's it. Those are your new daily habits. Make a commitment right now to do them and follow them every day for the rest of the course, for the month, basically. There is also, take a breath, breathe, breathe, drink some water, take it all in, make the commitment. Yeah, feel the power already of the commitment. The moment you commit to something, the universe aligns and starts giving you that. So commit and stay with it. Remember our coordinates: commitment and consciousness. It's one of the coordinates, and then we have honesty and a pinch of humor on the other. These are the coordinates for the whole course, so stick with them. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to release some old habits. All of us, I want to say a lot of us, but probably all of us, we have some habits that hinder our empowerment, our self-empowerment. So work daily towards releasing as many and as much of these habits as you possibly can. If you notice yourself sleeping and doing something that you're not supposed to be doing, just quickly reframe it. No shame, no guilt, none of that. That's way out of the question here. Yes, we treat ourselves with love and compassion always. So just quickly reframe it. Actually, I didn't mean what I just said. Cancel, delete. I don't think that about this person. I actually think this. So quickly reframe it, course correct whatever it is that you're saying or doing, and make it into an empowered situation. If it's, for instance, a group of colleagues that are speaking badly about someone else and you haven't said anything, but they are doing it, just leave the situation. If you can't change it, just leave it. Just walk away from the conversation, Just say you don't want to talk about it, or actually I need to go to the bathroom. Whatever excuse, it doesn't matter. Do what it needs to be done. Do what it takes to get out of the situation or reframe it or course correct it. In whichever way, it's empowering for you. The power is within you to make these habits and these changes. Nobody can do it for you. Nobody can go around following you, following everything that you think, everything that you feel, and everything that you do and say. These are your responsibility. What you think, what you do, what you say, what you feel is on you. So reframe it. Make a note of what's happening inside of you and change it, course correct it. It takes a lot of work to do it, but you know what? Nobody's going to do it for you, ever. This is your work. This is on you. And I've told you stories about it, not right now, but I will tell you stories about it. I've had quite a journey with it. And it changes everything. When you start seeing things with the lens of empowerment, it changes every situation around you. It's really, really powerful. So I invite you to do it. And the 4 habits we're going to get, I want to say get rid of, but we're going to, get rid of as much as we possibly can. Release into the old versions of us. These habits are not serving us anymore, so we're going to release them. These habits are complain. Why do we complain? We complain because we like complaining. But everything that we create is the result of what we have thought and we have felt and we have attracted to our lives, including the really hard stuff. And I really say this knowingly from the inside. I haven't had an easy life, and I'll tell you more about it probably throughout the course. But I can see how I created the parts that were so challenging and so painful and hard. I can see why I created them. I can't complain about them because I was the co-creator of those situations. You understand? And from a soul level, even as a child, even as a sweet, innocent child, my soul also co-created those situations. We'll get more into it further on, but just for now, you need to know that you need to release complaining. The more you complain, the more situations you'll create to complain about. So release complaining at all, completely, in your mind or out loud. It's the same thing. The more you complain, the more you'll have and find things to complain about. So please stop right now. If you want to create an empowered life, you need to stop complaining about the one you have. Yeah? And be grateful about the one you have instead. The same with criticize. When we criticize our people, guess what? We're actually, to some level, criticizing a part of ourselves that we don't like. Criticism only brings us down energetically. Yes, it might feel good in the moment. And when you do it in groups, it feels a little bit like you create some sort of bond with the person, but it's a really fake bond. And when you are criticizing, you're criticizing from a I am more superior than this person point of view. And the reality is we're all human and we've all made so many mistakes and we will all continue to make so many mistakes that it's not even worth it to criticize anyone ever, really. And instead, again, put the focus back on you. Why are you criticizing that person? What is it that it bothers you? What is it about you that is reflected in them? What are they showing you? that you haven't done or embodied. Usually something that bothers us about someone, it has to do 100% to do with us and nearly zero to do with them. You know, this thing of pointing with the finger, you're pointing one finger at the other person, but 3 fingers are pointing at you. That's exactly it. It's like, it's not about the person. It's not, it's about you. Like it literally is about me. What is it in me that I haven't done, that I haven't embodied, that I don't allow myself to be, that the other person is doing and is bothering me. So if you find yourself wanting to criticize someone or criticizing them in your mind, see what it is in you that you want to be different. And the same with comparing. When you compare yourself with others, when you're jealous of others, it's the same thing. It's you want those things that they have. That's why you're jealous. You want those, whatever, ease of life or partner or house or car or good job or anything, personality. Comparing yourself with others just makes you feel bad. It doesn't help at all. The only person you should compare yourself is with yourself. You should compare yourself with who you were a month ago, 6 months ago, a year, 10 years ago. That's who you're measuring with. You're not measuring with the great people or the not great people. You're not measuring yourself towards anyone else. You are here to live your path under your rules and in your timeline. It doesn't matter if somebody did it 20 years before. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter either if somebody's doing nothing. You know, what matters is what you want to do with your life and who you want to be and who you were before and how much further you've become and how much further you've come. That's what it is about. So don't compare. And if you're going to compare, compare to you. All of these go back to you. They complain, they criticize, they compare. Just bring them all back to you. Why are you complaining? Why are you criticizing? Why are you comparing? And what is it in you that you actually want? Who do you want to be? This is the greatest question. Yeah. So journal on it. That's why you have your journal. Step number 4, I have named it taking your crown off. So we all have a crown. We all get to crown ourselves, queen or king or whatever of, you know, of your life. And to put your crown on, you have to be proud of your achievement, your successes, your triumphs. You have to recognize them and allow them to be celebrated by others. You have to accept praise and accept compliments and celebrate yourself and allow others to celebrate you and be proud of you, and a big etc. So make sure your crown is on. If somebody gives you a compliment, try not to push it away. And if you did push it away, you know, course correct. Go back to the person. I'm so sorry. It was hard for me to take that compliment. Can you say it again? Use your humor coordinate. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just learning to take compliments. I'm not good at this yet. Or something more empowering than that could be, I am learning to take compliments better and better every day. Would you mind saying it again to help me learn that? For instance, it's simple. The other person will laugh. They might say it again or not. But it doesn't matter what they do. You're telling your subconscious that you're here to learn, that you are here to take the compliment. And try to take them as the queen that you are or the king that you are. Not as a, like, I mean, that's nice and cute. It just reminds me what I told a friend a few days ago. Because she was getting a compliment and she was receiving it like a little girl, like a princess, beautiful princess. It's gorgeous. But she was like, and I was like, okay, that's really cute and all, but you can do it from a more empowered perspective. You can be the queen instead and receive the compliment. And it's so different and it lands so different in your body. So I invite you to play with this. This is a new muscle you're going to be creating. So just allow room for error, you know, and time for error as well. Just allow yourself to be in this journey. This is the journey of a lifetime. We can always be working on these habits. We can always be improving the ones we want and diminishing the ones we don't. the important thing is to treat ourselves with compassion and to be committed to our growth and our improvement. So just and do it with consciousness. So do it. Compassion is sort of at the center of our coordinate. So do it as much as possible, as often as possible. And whenever you find yourself out of alignment, just course correct, reframe, leave the situation, whatever you need to do in order to be aligned with you and with putting your crown on. So that's it for today. This is the general housekeeping. This is what I invite you to commit to do for every day for the next month and more. This could be done for a lifetime, and the more you do it, the easier it will get. The more you do it, the stronger you will feel, and the more results you will achieve as well. So thank you for now, and see you in the next video and on the other side. Bye for now.